Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 plus 2 make 4. Freedom of speech is real. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. In every one of those little stucco boxes, there's some poor bastard who's never free except when he's fast asleep and dreaming. Looking at the whole world as a whole, the drift for many decades has been not towards anarchy but towards the reimposition of slavery. No one can get up much enthusiasm for a government which puts you in jail if you open your mouth. The choice for mankind lies between freedom and happiness, and for the great bulk of mankind, happiness is better. The fallacy is to believe that under a dictatorial government you can be free inside. The imagination, like certain wild animals, will not breed in captivity. There was a belief in the revolution and the future, a feeling of having suddenly emerged into an era of equality and freedom. What is needed is the right to print what one believes to be true, without having to fear bullying or blackmail from any side. Will the man in the street ever feel that freedom of the mind is as important and as much in need of being defended as his daily bread? You are free to be a drunkard, an idler, a coward, a backbiter, a fornicator, but you are not free to think for yourself. You just got to say to yourself, I am a free man in here. He tapped his forehead, and you're all right. A people that elect corrupt politicians, imposters, thieves and traitors are not victims, but accomplices. A society becomes totalitarian when its structure becomes flagrantly artificial. That is when its ruling class has lost its function but succeeds in clinging to power by force or fraud. By preaching the doctrine that nothing is to be admired except the steel and concrete, one merely makes it a little surer that human beings will have no outlet for their surplus energy except in hatred and leader worship. Doublethink means the power of holding two contradictory beliefs in one's mind simultaneously, and accepting both of them. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face, forever. It appears to me that one defeats the fanatic precisely by not being a fanatic oneself, but on the contrary by using one's intelligence. Political language has to consist largely of euphemism, question-begging and sheer cloudy vagueness. Power is in tearing human minds to pieces and putting them together again in new shapes of your own choosing. Power is not a means, it is an end. One does not establish a dictatorship in order to safeguard a revolution, one makes the revolution in order to establish the dictatorship. The most effective way to destroy people is to deny and obliterate their own understanding of their history. The object of persecution is persecution. The object of torture is torture. The object of power is power. There is something wrong with a regime that requires a pyramid of corpses every few years. threats to freedom of speech, writing, and action, though often trivial in isolation, are cumulative in their effect, and unless checked, lead to a general disrespect for the rights of the citizen. We know that no one ever seizes power with the intention of relinquishing it. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. A world in which it is wrong to murder an individual civilian at right to drop 1,000 tons of high explosive on a residential area sometimes make me wonder whether this earth of ours is not a loony, been made use of by some other planet.